We're here at Leys Nature Reserve in Northamptonshire, near the village of Great Doddington. And right now, we're on a bridge with plenty of water down there. So we're going to just have a look around and learn a bit, I guess, about nature. Creeks like these in the current era are infested with the North American red signal crayfish. Sadly, they're wiping out our native species. I can't see any crayfish in there at the moment, but they are there. You can always guarantee it. Every water source in the UK now has them at some point along it. So, yeah, it's not just it's not just the other crayfish they affect. It's the actual banks themselves. So what they do is basically they dig burrows into the side of the bank and can often make it collapse. One thing I did find strange is how to get here. You get in for a small little wooden bridge next to that road there. The bridge is over that way. That was the first entrance I came across, so I used it because I didn't want to walk along that road anymore. Didn't feel safe. The thing is with the roads in my county, you have loads of idiot drivers. And there's a pretty good chance that you could be run over because of them. Luckily, in Northamptonshire, we have a crackpot team of traffic cops. The crime in Northampton was at one point so bad that they did a whole TV show about it. I think it was earlier last year. And it was called I think it was called Police Catching the Yobs. I nearly said Traffic Cops, that's a different show. But, yeah. Right now, you can hear a lot of crows. They're everywhere. At least I think they're crows. It's either that or some kind of gull. So, there's a bird hide here, but people are in it, sadly. I would go in, but I don't want to disturb them. Especially since I'm recording. Oh yeah, it's gulls. I can just see them over there. I don't know if you could see them though through the trees. But over there is a whole lake. And it looks quite nice. So let's see if we can find somewhere else to set up. And just watch for a little bit. But it is nice out there for the looks of it. A bit flooded, because I can see a few tree stumps poking out of the ground though. Over there's a little grey squirrel. I don't know if you can see him. He's on that little tree going up there. I think I'm about to get a good view of, well, the actual lake itself, I think. Oh wow. Lots of birds. More of the lake over there, I guess. I assume there's some kind of walk you can do all the way around it, but I'm not sure. But just down there, that little black dot just above my finger, is a type of duck I've never seen before, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's a moorhen, I'm an idiot. I think it's a moorhen, I'm not sure actually. But you can see where the field is flooded. But the ever so beautiful. Over there, and there, I just saw a diving bird go under and then come back up. I assume he was getting a little fish or something. And then, right along there, you can see that little guy is coming, well, kind of towards us. Oh, there's another one right next to it, just there. So, I'm going to follow this footpath down here, see where it takes me. So I've just read a sign that says apparently the reason they're cutting down a lot of trees around here is, well, in the winter time, a lot of the ducks and geese will still want to breed, and because of that, they'll need open areas to nest. I thought they nested in trees for some reason, but I guess not. Hell, I even did an animal welfare course and worked with ducks. What the hell am I on about? I don't know, that was years ago now. But that was interesting to learn that that's why they're cutting down the trees. So, we're just walking along this path now. It's nice and quiet out here. Car park is back that way. So I found out there was a car park, but still, glad that I found that little gate. Saves me going all the way along a heavily motorised road, obviously. Here's some of those trees that they cut down, I was telling you about. Don't know if I got them. But, yeah. As I'm walking around, there's lots of little birds that flutter between different bushes. And it's quite cute, actually. So I've seen a few robins, a few song thrushes, a few blue tits. I always find it funny that we named a bird that name. I was like, what? Oh god. There's a little bird going in that tree there. Just hopping around between the trees. I've lost sight of him now, but he was a very small little one. But having a nature reserve so close to the road does also prove deadly for some animals such as deer, as deer often jump out in front of cars and stuff. Sadly, the UK has an overpopulation of deer, as we do not have any natural predators, and hunting for the most part is banned. Only real way you can go hunting in the UK is if you get a gun license and then find somewhere that sells you a gun, and then you need to find someone who's willing to give you land permission to go hunting on, which a lot of the time you need to find a farmer. But farmers don't like people on their land, and the police, when you're trying to get these licenses, like, they are very strict. Like, it is ridiculous from what I've heard. If you have any mental health issues, technically by law you might still be given one if you wait 2 years, but normally you won't. So, but that's why hunting in the UK is so difficult, and because of that, deer populations have overspread. Game wardens and stuff like that try to keep them under control where they can, but they're just breeding like crazy. All in these little trees, these little songbirds. Don't know whether you can hear them. Oh, that bush there, little blue tit. He's going up there. If you saw him, good on you. I'll try edit a little circle around him in the video if I can. I'm still horrible at editing, but got to try, haven't I? There's so much going on out here, and it's so nice. Hell, I didn't realise there was this much outdoor stuff to do. I was getting bored. I was struggling with my mental health again. But I found out that there's loads of little nature reserves and country parks near Northampton town itself, where I live. And it's like, wow. Because you've got Urchester Country Park, Sywell Country Park, Brixworth, Leys, where I'm at now. What else is there? Abington Park with like the bird aviaries there. And so I've stopped right here because there's little birds all over this little pathway. A robin was just there, but he flew up there. There's lots of different birds out at the moment. Oh, there's another. Where'd it go? But they are here, and it's nice to see them. There's another bird hide up there. That's a big cry. So, I'm also looking at a holiday either in Devon or the Lake District. So, That'll be in, I think, July or June. But that'll be a fun video to make. Especially if we end up in the Lake District. Yes, Devon's nice and there's a lot to do. But the Lake District has just so much more. This bush here is a bramble. In the spring and through to the autumn, you can find blackberries on them. And if you get enough of them, you can make a lot of different things, from jams to pies. And some of the products are great. Like, absolutely amazing. But anyway, as I was saying with the Lake District, there's lots of places to go up there. Like, you've got Pooley Bridge, which is one of the most beautiful places in the lakes. You've got Keswick, if you want your main town to get your shopping. What else is there? Cockermouth or Allenby by the sea. And then you've also got Honister Pass. I think it's Honister. Yeah, it's either Honister or Conister. I think both are in the Lake District actually. I don't know. But those places are gorgeous. Absolutely phenomenal. But this up here is one big bird hide. I'll show you it now. The Paul Britain hide. Nice. Well, I've got a little path here. A little. What's this? So. I don't think you can get in there to use it because, well, oh, maybe the top one. Let's see what the sign says. Nothing saying I can't be in here. Here's a few of the different birds you can find around here, I guess. Lots of different types of duck, I suppose. Does that make sense? And right down there, black-headed gull, along with some different types of gulls. That's incredible. And over there, in the water, you've got different ducks, especially over there. Oh, look at him. He's so close. Incredible. Oh, I think he's seen me. That's gorgeous out there. I think it's time for some food. I bought a packet of crisps with me and a drink, so I'll eat that and then I'll get back to you. It's nice and quiet, but there's something I want to show you. Right there, in that tree. Let me zoom in. Right there, I think that's a bat box, or a bird box. Can't see if there's a hole on the front yet. Yeah, it's a bird box. There's a hole on the side, I think. Oh, and there, on that tree, running across there, is a little red squirrel, not red, grey squirrel, white. There. Well, that's incredible. With the fresh mud here, I guess it's rained around here recently, but with this fresh mud, I'm surprised I can't see no animal tracks. I am having a look, but if you see any that I don't, let me know. Oh, there's dog prints, I think. That's not dog, because it's got claws on it, so I'd assume either badger or some kind of cat lives in a village nearby or something. You'd be surprised how big some house cats can actually get though. I've got a neighbour and their house cat is the size of a small, well not a small, a medium dog. I was like, whoa. So I just read another sign and it said the method they're using to deforest is called coppicing. And it's a thing that dates back to the Stone Age apparently. Don't know how true it is that it dates back that far, but that's what the sign says. But if that is true, that's incredible that we're still using it to this day. Like, think about it. The Stone Age and mammoths, stuff like that. It's like, damn. Here's another fun fact. Mammoths went extinct about 4,000 years ago. I think it was either 4,000 years ago or 4,000 before current era. But either way, they lived at the same time as the Egyptians while building the pyramids, according to science. That is incredible. It's dense brush like this that allows for superb habitat for animals such as deer, foxes and badgers. Especially when it gets cold, they can dig their little burrows. Although I wouldn't think they'd want to dig a burrow there specifically because, well, it's a bit flooded. But I do think there might be some burrows around here somewhere. So that would be cool if we got to see one. One thing I need to do again is actually go fishing. I haven't been since I think December. Which means I missed out on pike season really because I didn't catch a single pike. So once coarse fishing season gets here, let's try and make up for that by getting a bunch of fish. I'm hoping this year we get a few new species as well. Like the last few years, I've only been fishing a couple of times, sadly. I just haven't really been able to get places. Well, mainly because it's just difficult. And it's not like my parents are home all the time to drive me. Like, yes, I live with my parents though. But if I can get out fishing, I will. Because it's a beautiful sport, gotta love it. I'm just looking at the nature and it's gorgeous. But hopefully I can get in a few new species. So I'm hoping to this year get my first ever barbel and my second ever tench. I've only caught one tench in my life and it was a foul hook, so it don't count. So that was a bit of a bummer. But fishing does get me out of the house, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful sport as well. Nice and relaxing. That is gorgeous. You got the birds up in the air, you got some on the water. Oh, don't honk at you, well, scream at me. Oh, what the hell was that? I look up and while I'm looking away, something jumps into the water down there. It's either something jumped in or out. Might have been a fish or something. But let's get back onto the fishing topic, shall we? If this place was able to be fished, I'd say pike would definitely be in there. Although pike season is now technically over. And anyone who allows pike to be fished outside of season is an absolute twat. Excuse my French, but I mean it. Because in the summertime, they can get overstressed, overheated, and die. Which is the main reason why we fish for them in the winter. So that doesn't happen. I'd say we're going into a big field now. Well, I'm just hoping there's no livestock. Right there is rabbit shit. So that means there's rabbits about, I suppose. Gotta love rabbits, they're such cute little creatures. I used to volunteer with a wildlife hospital called Animals in Need, and they had a few rabbits there. And that was always quite fun to work with. Although the enclosures hurt my back because they were so cramped. But at least these ones are out in the wild, open and free. That river there is looking absolutely fabulous. It's absolutely gorgeous down there. God, I love this place, it's so nice.